This week we'll be looking at the setup and finishing details for the triangle choke. I like to teach the triangle choke backwards because there are so many setups for the triangle choke, okay? However, almost all of them require some variation on this skill, moving from a loose triangle choke to a finishing triangle choke. Now, I say loose triangle choke, you shouldn't be physically loose from your opponent. I just mean that we're not yet choking, okay? So my beginning position, I'm gonna pull my heels down into my butt and shove my hamstrings up into my partner so that there's not empty space in the loop that's around my partner's arm, okay? But I've done the hard work of isolating one of my partner's arms outside my guard, okay? Having done that, this is a step that down the road when you feel comfortable with the triangle choke, you may be able to skip much of the time, okay? But I wanna pass this arm across my body. So I keep my feet pinching tight, but I bridge my hips up to make his arm light, and then I push his arm across, and I fall back down. Once I fall back down, my left arm controls my right shin. My right arm underhooks my partner's shoulder. If the leg is available, it's a more powerful underhook, but it is harder to get. So underhook either the arm or the leg, whichever is available. I'm gonna hold my shin so that my partner can't posture up, okay? And my left foot is gonna step on my partner's hip, but it's important that my left leg doesn't fall open. So my thigh is snug against his lat muscle the whole time. And now I'm gonna use that left foot on the hip to pivot and get myself offline, okay? And now I'm gonna close my triangle by kind of almost like hopping my left leg over it. I want my ankle to go into the bend of my knee. So don't close over your foot. This is looser and kind of hurts, okay? Instead, I wanna get here and I hop and close over my own shin, okay? And then I finish by, I almost like push my right leg in and I squeeze to finish, okay? And if you need to get tighter, you can kind of ratchet my left leg higher and higher up my shin, and you'll get a tighter and tighter choke, okay? But my angle should be like almost perpendicular to my partner's spine ideally. And what this does is now my finish for my choke comes from this pedaling motion. So my right leg extends, my left leg pinches in, and I jump up and over and squeeze. Whereas if I'm parallel to my opponent, if our spines point the same direction, then the squeeze here is like I'm essentially doing an abduction, okay, or adduction, okay, which is not nearly as powerful. This squeezing motion is not nearly as powerful as this like stomping, retracting motion, okay? So again, this isn't a triangle setup, but there are so many different triangle setups that in my opinion, this is actually the crucial skill for finding success with the triangle. It's just being able to move from a loose triangle to a tight triangle, because many triangle setups will deliver you to a position like this, where I've isolated my partner's arm out of my guard, but you don't feel any choke here, right? Yeah, I'm not choking yet, but I've kind of done the biggest, or maybe the hardest thing to do, is got his arm out of it. So again, bridge to make his arm light, push it across, fall back down, okay? Hold my shin, underhook my partner's arm, step on his hip, pivot, okay? And then when I go to finish, pedal my leg. So right leg pushes, left leg squeezes, hop over, finish. Okay, and you'll get a really tight squeeze without necessarily needing to pull down on the head. If you feel like you're close, it's just not working, then doing this, I'm gonna pull my partner down into the choke. I'm gonna kind of compress his neck against my leg and his shoulder, okay? However, if you're finishing this correctly, in my opinion, you very often won't need the addition of pulling down. Like, you should be able to get a pretty tight choke without pulling the head down.